I don't know why it won't automatically turn that on. I turn it on every time. Turn off the Sony. I just want to say hi. Good evening. I have a lot of editing to do. So every time I edit, I told myself I'm going live. So here I am going live and holding to something I said I was going to do. I have to finish these pictures. I want them out of my queue. I have a boudoir tomorrow. I have a family shoot on Monday. I have other admin stuff I gotta do. So we're gonna like trailblaze through this. I'm trying so hard not to laugh at these what are they called? These videos, sound bites, second date updates. They're fucking hilarious. So without further ado, let's get it going. Also, the models that are in here have begged, asked, requested that I specifically do the things that I'm doing, the photoshopping and editing styles and techniques that I'm utilizing. Just letting everybody know the process. Okay, thanks. Um, let's see. Let's get going.
Later.
Yep.
Go.
YouTube.
Go get some food now because I'm sure it's been a few minutes. You're probably starving.
Actually, I didn't tell you guys this, but I've been eating through this entire phone call.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Melanie, please?
This is she.
Hey, Melanie, how are you? This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning.
Okay.
You don't know what that is, do you?
No, what's up?
Brook and Jubal in the Morning is a radio show.
Well, yeah, I figured that, but who are you? What's going on?
I'm Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning,
Hi.
and we do a segment on our show called The Second Date. Have you ever heard of that before?
No.
Okay, well, I'll explain. A second date is where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not calling them back after, they can email us to get you on the phone and find out what happened. And we recently got an email about you from a dude named Jake.
Okay.
You know Jake?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Okay? So Jake told us about your date,
Mm-hmm.
and he also told us that you're not answering his phone calls or text messages or anything and is wondering why you're blowing him off.
Am I supposed to tell you why?
Would love it if you would. So would Jake. He actually wants to know the answer.
This is kind of weird, but, that's fine. I'll tell you.
Okay.
This was easy.
So, he told you we met at this car wash place.
Yeah, he told us all about that. He thinks the reason you're not calling him back is because he asked about how much money you made.
Oh.
He said that was the moment everything changed. Like you went from being interested to being totally put off.
Oh, okay. I don't think it was that moment, although that was a weird one as well.
So what was it?
So Jake seemed really nice at the car wash, but I don't know, he's really not my type.
How so?
Did he tell you he's originally from Spain and he just moved over here
No.
not too long ago?
We talked to him, and I heard an accent, but we didn't ask about where he was from or anything.
Okay, so he's originally from Spain, and
That sounds pretty sexy to me.
sure, yeah, except he went on and on, like almost immediately from the beginning of our date. He went on and on complaining that, like, ever since he got here, that he's like not been able to hook up with women, and he's so frustrated that American women are so uptight and they should be more. I'm not kidding you. He goes into this thing like, we need to be more free. We need to be more sexual.
Is it weird that I'm like, he kind of has a point? I don't know. Like, we are kind of a prudish country.
I understand that, but this is the first date, and it's the first topic of conversation he's going to bring up, and it was in the creepiest way, like all the red flags, all of them.
I guess it's weird to complain that you've moved to a country and are having trouble getting laid.
Yeah.
When you're on a date.
Well,
I mean, it's not like you're hanging out with a buddy. You're like, man, I can't hook up with a girl, but you're like, hey, you want to go out for dinner? By the way, nobody will have sex with me here. That's weird.
But it wasn't even like you just said that very casually. Okay, that's a very casual thing to say in a conversation and be mature about. But he was like smarmy gross about it.
Was it the way he was talking? Was it his body language? Could you point to one specific thing that made him smarmy?
All of the above.
All of it.
He would go into this like, it was almost like a pitch. Like, back in my home in Spain, women would throw themselves at the floor to me like he was a king or something. It was so gross. I just can't even.
You can't chalk it up to cultural differences.
I'm sure part of it is that, but like I said, there's a way to have a conversation about that without making it creepy and weird. It was weird. I wish you could have done there. I really do. I really do. Because I've been around like creepy dudes. I've never felt this uncomfortable.
Really?
It was just, you just have like this feeling, this instinct. I can't really describe it. And it was just like, I shouldn't be here. I got to go.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
that's not good.
You probably don't want to be here either, Melanie, because Jake is on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Oh, my. Oh, okay. He's listening right now.
Unless he hung up. Jake, are you still there?
I am.
Oh, okay.
So is it my accent?
No, Jake, I think it was the fact that you were talking about not being able to hook up with American chicks.
And what's wrong with that?
Well, it's a date.
You're on a date, you know?
It's just in America we don't talk about sleeping with other people when on a first date.
That's what I mean. I don't understand why you guys are so uptight about, sex, everything, In Spain, it's very natural to talk about those things, whether in a first date or you're home with your mom or your grandmother. It's all very free.
Oh, wow.
Grandmother.
When is the last time you went to
I like his liberated point of view in terms of it's natural, everyone does it. But I mean, are you hearing what she said about being uncomfortable?
I got to say, I was very surprised. I was very shocked. I mean, Spain women love all that kind of talk. Please accept my apologies. I'm a very sexual person. I'm very free when it comes to that. I was hoping maybe you'd be in the same way, and
this man is
Fabio.
Fabio.
Like an antique kind of thing,
Listen, I think most people are sexual beings. It's part of our human nature, but there's a respectful way to do it, and you cross those lines immediately. Like, I have no interest in seeing you. I don't even know.
Really, Melanie?
Wait, so are we kind of like lost in translation kind of thing? I mean, because if I was alone with you, I would do things to you that you can't even think of, I treat you like my princesa.
No. Did you hear what I just said? It doesn't work. It doesn't work that way. You're not being a respectful human being.
Melanie, I think you're being a little too uptight. Maybe that glass of tequila will help you calm down a little bit. And second date with me.
Okay. I mean, if you were to give him some tips on how, if he got to redo it, I mean, what would you want him to do differently next time?
Nothing.
Be a different person?
Yeah. Well, I don't
It
know.
might be kind of tough to do.
You got to free yourself up. You're like in a cell. You're obstructing yourself from liberations and freedom of sex, whether it's with men or woman or both at the same time or multiple.
Whatever. Just get after it, huh?
I was just trying to help.
I'll be fine without you. Thanks.
Are you sure, Melanie? Would you like to go out with Jake on a second date? We will pay for it.
Absolutely not.
Okay, I didn't see that coming at all.
Melanie, I mean, fine. Look, I get it. I understand. You're not as sexually liberated as I am. You're not as sexually free as I am. But maybe you can guide me in the right direction? Or might you have some friends that are more sexually liberated than yourself?
What? Now he's going to ask to meet my friends. Guys.
Well, it's a little frustrating because no one will sleep with me here.
Come on, Melanie, can you hook him up? You have any friends that might sleep with Jake since he's having trouble?
I think I'm going to save all my friends the headache and just say no. Absolutely not.
Well, all right. So, Melanie, thank you for your time, Jake. I'm sorry no second date, but, we do have a lot of American women who listen to this show. Is there any last-minute plea you'd like to put out to them?
Yeah, to all the beautiful women out there, a mí me gusta complacer mucho a las mujeres. ¿Tú me entiendes? I love to please women, and I'm having a hard time.
Yeah.
I actually
Well, with that Spanish you just dropped right there, Jake, done. I'll sleep with you. Yeah. It's good. We're good.
Okay, thank you, but if there's any women that are interested,
We'll send them your way, Jake. Take care, man.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Alyssa, please?
This is she.
Hey, what's up, Alyssa? How are you? This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning.
I'm good. I'm sorry, who is this?
Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show?
You're from a radio show? I don't understand why you're calling me.
Yes, I am from a radio show. It's called Brook and Jubal in the Morning, and I'm calling you today because we got an email from one of our listeners about you.
What?
Yeah, can you think of any reason somebody would email our show to get a hold of you?
Did they nominate me for a makeover or something?
Dude, that'd be sweet.
No.
I wish that was the case for you.
We don't really do stuff like that, so no makeover, I'm sorry.
I don't understand. Why would someone email you about me then?
Because you guys went out on a date, and now you're not calling him back.
What?
Yeah, equally exciting, right?
His name is Ethan.
Oh, my God.
Do you remember going out on a date with Ethan?
Yeah, that I do. I totally remember that.
Okay. Well, Ethan emailed us because he said he really enjoyed going out with you, but ever since your date, he's been trying to call you, and now you're not responding to anything, so he was wondering why.
for it, did we?
He told you that?
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
he did. He said that's the reason he thinks you're not calling him back is because he plucked one of your hairs on the date.
Oh my goodness. That's so embarrassing.
Don't be embarrassed. We all get a stray hair from now and again.
I guess so, but why would he tell a radio station this and email you about it?
Well,
It was a big event for him.
he emailed us because he wants to get a hold of you, and we asked him why he thinks you wouldn't want to see him again, and that was the only thing he could come up with because he said you guys had a really good time other than that.
No.
No, you didn't have a good time other than that?
God. We did, but there's just one thing that freaked me out.
And it wasn't that he was collecting your hairs one by one?
Wait, hold up. Did he tell you he was collecting my hairs?
No, I was joking. Just a joke because of the one hair that he pulled out.
Oh my God, my heart skipped a beat.
Yeah. No, he didn't tell us that he was collecting all of your hairs. He just thinks that's the one reason you don't want to see him.
I mean, it was completely embarrassing, but that's not what it was at all.
No? So there's more to it than that.
I don't even know if I should talk about it. But I don't want to put his business out there.
Well, he wants his business put out there.
Yeah.
Like, he actually asked us to do this so that his business could be out in the streets. So he said he's willing to hear whatever it is. So if it's on him, then you mind just telling us?
Well, okay, so what did he tell you about the date?
Well, he told us that you guys met through a matchmaker, went to lunch, and you played a game where you show each other, like, the last photo you took on your phone to try to break the ice. Okay?
Yes, the first photo.
All right.
Yeah, and we did that, and he showed me a picture of his nephew.
Okay.
And
Is that a problem? Was his nephew kind of ugly?
no, his nephew was cute.
Okay. Deal breaker for me. Yeah.
I never want to mix my jeans with that line.
Yeah.
No, but he kept going on for the next 30 minutes. He just kept talking about having babies and kids.
Like he wants kids, like now.
Yes, he is completely obsessed with having a baby. That's what I got from it.
Oh, really?
Like, what did he talk about?
Well, he said it was a dream of his. Anytime he's out and he sees something that he likes with baby clothes, he buys it. He has a stash. Yes, he has a stash in his house of baby clothes.
Are you kidding? He's a single bachelor that has a baby clothes stash?
That's what he said. He even knows the room that he's going to convert to the baby room.
Oh,
I mean,
He's already like nesting like a pregnant woman, like getting everything ready at the house.
yes, he is. I mean, he told me he can't wait to hear baby footsteps coming down the hallway. Like,
Whoa.
So maybe that was like a little bit too much to share.
too much.
I don't know. Is it refreshing to you to find a guy who's interested, obviously, in family life, or is that something you don't want?
Yes, refreshing to know that a guy wants to have a family someday. I do too, but it's creepy that he's collecting baby clothes. He doesn't have a baby.
I know.
Yeah.
It'd be weird for a single girl even to do that.
That's true.
Yeah.
Like if you went over to his house after your date and you open up the closet and you just see a bunch of baby clothes.
Just onesies.
It's not sexy.
Oh,
scary.
What was your response to him?
I mean, my response was just to sit there and to listen to him. I mean, he's still talking about how he can't wait to hear his baby say "dada."
Oh, it's kind
Now,
of.
hang on, that's not fair.
Oh, I forgot he was there.
Who's that?
Oh, that's Ethan. Ethan's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Hey, Alyssa.
Apparently he couldn't wait any longer and had to pipe in.
No, man,
Are
there's
you serious?
nothing wrong with wanting to have a baby.
You've been listening to this the whole time?
Yeah, because you wouldn't return my calls or my texts or anything.
So you call radio station and have them call me and listen.
Well, I really liked you, and apparently you thought I was weird.
I mean, it was really weird talking about a baby that you don't have for 30 minutes. What was I supposed to say to you?
I mean, is it that weird that you would think about the baby you might have someday? For 30 minutes isn't that long to talk about babies.
Well, I don't know. On a first date, even if I were out with a woman and she was like talking about the baby that she wanted so badly, that would scare me. It wouldn't. I mean, obviously it wouldn't scare you, Ethan, but it would scare a lot of dudes.
Yeah, but like the matchmaker already found somebody that I knew was like really serious and wanting a commitment to, so I just figured it wouldn't scare that person off.
Well, it scared me.
Ethan, I mean, I think everyone agrees that it's sweet that you're excited about fatherhood. But the collecting of the baby clothes, do you bring that up often on a first date?
I mean, first off, to call it a collection is kind of going a little overboard. It's not a collection. It's not like I have a room full of the stuff.
Okay, so how many items?
If we're talking about just anything having to do with babies, I've got like 15 things.
Whoa.
But like they're not all, like 7 of them are onesies. And the thing is, like, everybody thinks this is a big joke, ha ha ha, it's really funny, but I'm actually prepared for fatherhood.
No, I think it's great. I just think it's great when you find out maybe like 2 months into a relationship that you're that into it.
Ethan, you even told me on a date that you already picked out the names for your kids already.
How long have you been planning this, Ethan?
I don't know why you guys think this is weird. I've been dreaming about having kids since I was a kid.
You're so sweet.
What are the names of your kids that you don't have yet, if I can ask, or is that a secret?
Well, I mean, I want to have a boy and a girl, obviously.
Obviously,
and you
for
get
sure.
to choose, obviously.
He said for a boy would be Ken, and he would name this girl Sanctuary.
Sanctuary and kin.
Yeah.
The kin kind of throws me.
Yeah, it is. When you come up with Sanctuary, where it is.
You guys can say whatever you want to say, but I'm probably the only guy in this room on this phone that's actually preparing for childhood. I'm not embarrassed about that. I'm not ashamed about that, and I don't think that people should reject me because of it.
I actually agree with what you're saying. I do, Ethan. I mean, he knows what he wants. He maybe gave you way too much information on the first date, and that's his bad for oversharing.
I didn't plan on having a girl named Sanctuary.
Yeah, that one you need to negotiate for sure.
Debatable. We could talk.
Well, Alyssa, would you like to go out with Ethan on another date? We will pay for it.
I don't know about all this. I mean, doesn't it seem weird to you all? It's crazy. It's creepy.
No, not at all. Like, every dude that I've known when we were kids, like, we would just sit around the playground and talk about the kids we were going to have one day.
And did they collect clothes?
Yeah, of course. It's a totally normal dude thing.
It's a little overwhelming, but I don't think that it's creepy.
I mean, Alyssa, I feel like you're not giving me a chance. I feel like we should go out again because I have proven to you that I'm an honest, straightforward guy and that I have a long-term plan.
Mm-hmm. And his clock is ticking, Alyssa. He doesn't have much time.
I guess so. One more date wouldn't hurt.
So you'll do it. You'll go out with Ethan one more time.
I said yes. Please don't ask me again before I change my mind.
That's awesome.
Well, congratulations, Ethan.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm so excited. And thank you, Alyssa, for giving me another chance. And we can talk about Sanctuary. We'll discuss names later. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to talk about the kids again.
Good choice.
All right. Well, good luck, you guys. Keep us updated, okay?
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
And Alyssa,
Yes.
if he says he's on a pill, don't believe him.
Hello.
Hi, is this Mary?
Yes.
Hey, what's up, Mary? How are you? This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning.
I'm okay.
Are you familiar with the show at all?
Yeah, is it like a radio show or something?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So have you ever listened to us or no?
No.
Okay. So
That was
you
a quick
maybe have
answer.
just heard of us.
Yeah.
Mary, I'm calling you today because we actually got an email about you from somebody who does listen to the show. His name is Jonas.
I like this image.
Oh, Jonas.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys went to a farmer's market a little while ago, and you made him dinner, even though that wasn't necessarily probably in your plans?
Yeah. But why did he contact you? I'm pretty confused here.
Well, because we do a segment on our show. It's called The Second Date. So Jonas is confused because he thought you guys had a great time, but now it's pretty obvious that you're blowing him off. Is he right about that?
Yeah.
He thought that maybe you were put off because you ended up having to cook for him.
Yeah, that was a little annoying, but like, how much did he tell you? That's definitely not the worst of it.
He said your
yeah.
eggplant parmesan was amazing. We heard.
Said you're a great cook.
Yeah, that's nice, but like, did he tell you about his pets?
His what? His pets?
No mention of any pets. You allergic to cats or something?
Listen, if it was cats, he would have heard back from me.
Snakes? Oh, is he a snake dude?
Listen, the guy feeds wild raccoons in his neighborhood.
What? Wait, those aren't pets. Those are wild animals.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I'm on that same page, but I don't think he is.
Well, explain
Why?
a little more.
Okay, I walk in, and the first thing I see is this wall of photos of raccoons.
Like
Weird.
artistic photos of raccoons or like somebody's...
Yeah, a few of them were like really well done. So I was like, oh, maybe he likes photography. He went to the zoo or something. I don't know.
Right.
I would have left right there because raccoons scare me no matter what. Even in picture form, I would have run out screaming.
No, I mean, I think they're totally interesting animals, but they're wild animals,
Yes.
you know? And then I like mentioned like, oh, that's a really cool photo. I like that. And he starts talking about these raccoons, and I'm pretty sure that he's like, you know, on a Friday popping his beer after work, like sitting on the porch with the raccoons.
Why do you think that? I mean, like obviously he has a love for him, but why would you think that they're his pets. Did he tell you that?
Well, let me paint you a picture of the backyard.
Uh-oh.
There's a hole in the fence so that they can have easy access.
Oh.
There are cat toys in the yard, and no, he does not have cats. There's also cat food on the porch and a little kiddie pool for them to swim in.
Oh, my.
Wow.
So this dude actually invites raccoons into his life.
It's a raccoon resort.
Yeah.
Yeah, straight up.
Oh my God.
I mean, super weird. I get it. But the picture of little raccoons swimming in a kiddie pool is kind of adorable. I know that they probably have rabies or something, but.
They have cute little hands.
Yeah.
Right, that's the thing. It's cute from a distance, but, like, I don't want to wake up someday and have a raccoon on my chest. Like,
Yeah, I can understand that.
yeah,
Raccoons are
I don't want to
scary.
take the raccoons, exactly.
If he loves animals so much, why doesn't he get, like, a conventional pet?
You know what? We didn't go that deep into it because I was feeling kind of weird, changed the subject. You know, I just was trying to steer the ship in another direction.
Just away from raccoons.
Yeah.
Away from raccoons.
Okay. Well, even though it sounds like you're really tired of talking about raccoons, we have to talk a little bit more about them because Jonas is actually on the other line and wants to talk to you about the date and probably more about raccoons too.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Wait, who? I don't understand who hates raccoons. Like, they're the most adorable animals around. How could you hate them?
Oh.
Wait, hold on. You're on. Did you just hear everything that I just said?
Yeah, and I don't understand because you didn't express any sort of hatred for raccoons when we were hanging out. And you actually said, oh, that's really cute when you saw the kiddie pool. So,
Oh my God! I mean,
do you
it
not
is
think that a
really
raccoon
cute.
is an adorable animal?
They are adorable animals, but they're also wild animals, and you're acting like they're your pets. They carry diseases.
They are my pets. They are my pets. Yeah, I don't bring them into the house. They don't sleep in my bed, but like,
Yet.
I take care of them. Yeah.
You give them like shots and like take them to the vet and like
No.
monitor where
No, I
they
don't
go.
give them- No, I understand they're wild animals, but they sort of flock to me. It's a family. I take care of the little bandits. Like, they're all good.
The little bandits. Oh, man.
You just completely contradicted yourself. You said that they are your pets and that they're wild animals. They can't be both. That's the reality, my friend. Like, seriously.
They are, yeah, I have a hole in my fence. They come through that hole. I feed them. They're a loving family, and I see the new ones every year. So it's like, that's what it is, and I'm happy to do it for them. And they're intensely loyal as well. Like, they are always coming back to my place.
That's
They're
because
you feed them.
Yeah, Jonas,
it's not
that's
'cause
all
they think
about
you're
the
a-
food, man.
No,
That's
they,
not about.
they recognize me. Like, they can see my face, and they do have facial recognition. Like,
Oh.
they're not idiot animals. Like, they know what they're doing.
Yeah, they know who they want to murder.
They're not murderers. They're peaceful animals. I've been around my little bandits for a number of years now, and there has only been one time in which I've gotten bitten by one of them.
You
That's enough, Jonas.
Please tell me you've been to the doctor.
Oh
No,
my God,
I was,
Jonas,
but
you
that
have
wasn't
rabies?
even. It wasn't their. It was not their fault. I was holding out an old egg, but I wasn't holding it properly. And so when they went to take it out of my hand, they bit part of my finger. Yeah, I went to the doctor. I was fine. They don't have rabies. They're not just like foaming at the mouth and crawling around my house.
I think that everybody can agree that people who love animals are typically great people. However, I do think that maybe your obsession with raccoons could be hurting your dating life.
I would call it a love, not an obsession, first off. And
Well, it's just like,
I've
wait.
never had an issue before with anyone disliking an animal. And that's basically what this boils down to.
Listen, Jonas, I don't know how deep this goes. I feel like if I go in your closet, am I going to see a raccoon costume, when you go outside and like hang out with them for the day? I don't know.
No, I do not have a raccoon costume, but if I did at one point have one and have since gotten rid of it, I would know that the raccoons feel comfort when they see another raccoon, and it's a sense of community.
Even
So
a
it's
giant
not,
one.
I'm not doing anything strange.
You know what, Jonas? I feel comfort when I'm around humans that dress like humans and not animals. So I have nothing wrong with you having your friends, but I don't think it's going to sync with me and my friends.
Are you sure, Mary? Would you like to go out on a second date with Jonas? We will pay for it. Just him. We can't pay for his whole raccoon family. That'd be an expensive bill. But
Poor Jonas.
we will pay for you to go out with Jonas again if you go on a second date.
I don't know why you're even asking me this question. No, I can't. I'm sorry. I don't think there's enough room for me and all of Jonah's little bandits in the relationship.
Mary, I hear what you're saying, but I'm going to give you another option before you give me a final no. Here it is. You and I go back to the farmer's market. We get a meal. I will certainly do my research beforehand so I can help you prepare it. And then afterwards, we can go outside. I can introduce you. You can get to know them. Before you make a decision as to whether or not you want to be friends with them, I think you should know them.
Second date, he already wants to introduce you to the family.
Oh,
Mary, are you sure?
Mary, I think that's a good proposition. I But what if the craziest thing happens and it's not as strange as we all think it is?
Or one of them could jump up and scratch my face off.
I think the likelihood is low.
Mary, that's not going to happen. Again, they've only bitten me once.
And that was because of a bad egg, Mary.
There you go.
You know what, Jonas? I just don't think so, but thanks so much for the offer.
Well, Mary, thank you for your time. And Jonas, I'm sorry. It doesn't sound like you're getting another date.
Hey, I don't want to date anyone who can't appreciate this friendship, so here we are.
Okay, well, text in at 78592. Do you want to hang out with Jonas and his raccoons?
Oh, the bandit.
We'll see if we can find you somebody.
I'm sure there's somebody out there for you,
Yeah,
Jonas.
there probably is, and I don't want to meet him.
Oh, my God.
Hello?
Hi, I'm looking for Ryan.
Yeah, that's me.
Hey, Ryan, how are you? This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning.
From what?
Brook and Jubal in the Morning? It's a radio show?
Don't really know what that is, but okay.
Well, it's a morning radio show.
Okay, great.
All right. And I'm calling you today because one of our listeners asked me to see if I could get a hold of you.
Sounds like a gem.
What?
Yeah. You recently went out on a date with a girl named Elise.
What?
Yeah. Elise emailed us and told us that she really enjoyed going out with you and then is wondering why
Okay,
you're...
wait.
Mhm.
What? So this is like a radio show, and this girl, yes, I know who you're talking about. She called you?
Well, she emailed us because apparently you're not responding to any of her text messages or phone calls.
Yeah, no kidding, I'm not. But, this is just weird. Okay.
I understand it's kind of weird. It's a segment that we do on our show called The Second Date. Do you mind telling us why you're not calling her back?
It was just a frustrating experience. That's all I can really say.
Okay, what was so frustrating about it?
All I can say is we're not really compatible, okay?
Why wouldn't you just tell her that then if it was that easy?
Okay, listen, it was just a very frustrating experience. I really don't want to revisit it.
Okay, but can you give us a little bit of why it was frustrating so that at least we can shed some light on it for her?
She just made a comment that really pissed me off.
What was it?
She just said something that was like totally inappropriate, and it was pretty offensive.
Did she mean to be offensive, or was she just saying something that was totally ignorant?
No, it seemed pretty intentional. It was pretty cold and calculated, if you ask me.
Wow, she didn't seem that rude. We talked to her a little bit about your date. She didn't seem like somebody who would be rude.
Yeah, well, listen, I was surprised too. Like initially, I thought she seemed like a nice person, and then she like threw this thing at me, and I was like, "Wow, okay, wow, not who I thought you were."
You got to tell me what it is.
She's just a hater, and I don't want to deal with people like that.
Oh, my God.
What did she do? Was she rude to the wait staff or something?
No, so like we were having a conversation during dinner, okay, and I told her that I like to cook.
Mm-hmm.
I cook a lot, and I told her that I particularly am very, very fond of the Barefoot Contessa, Ina Garten. Like I've seen all of her shows. I have all of her cookbooks.
Is that a cooking show?
Are you kidding me? Is this a radio show? Give me a break. I mean,
Hey, this is barely a radio show. I don't watch the Food Network or what is it on the Food? I don't even know where that is. I've never heard of it.
It's on the of course it's on the Food Network. Ina Garten, the Barefoot Contessa, she's in the Hamptons. She's cooking meals for like Spielberg and stuff. Hello.
Sorry, I didn't know who she was. Maybe I'll check it out sometime. I mean, I'm from the sounds of it, I'm sure I'll like it.
How dare you?
It'll change your life.
Okay.
I think she's like the most amazing woman that's ever lived.
Wow.
And Elise responded in an extremely rude way. It was incredibly disrespectful.
What did she say to you?
First of all, she laughed at me. She like dropped her fork and openly laughed. Like everyone in the restaurant turned and looked. She was just laughing her face off at me.
Because you like the Barefoot Contessa.
Because I like the Barefoot Contessa. Apparently that's hilarious. I don't know. So, but then she says in a really loud voice, she goes, "That lady, she's the worst." And I was like,
what?
Speechless.
Wait.
I could not. I was like, what?
What?
So
I'm
she
confused.
said that she didn't like the Barefoot Contessa, and
Yes, she said she did not like the Barefoot Contessa. Not only that she didn't like her, she said she was the worst. And then she went even further. She said she is so fake. Her show is so boring. And, oh my God, okay. And her recipes are like so simple. They're for like a middle school cafeteria. And I was like, oh, you have got to be kidding me, lady. You've got to be kidding me.
you're that into cooking.
This is bigger than food. This is, yes, the food's amazing. This is about this woman, this incredible soul, okay? And to disrespect her like that, I don't think so. Not on my watch. I was like, you go for the Barefoot Contessa, you're coming for me.
Are you joking?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Maybe you didn't hear me. She said she's the worst. It's like she insulted not only Ina Garten, but she insulted me. I mean, like she just sort of said what I believe in, the thing that I care about the most, is a joke. I'm like, you know what, lady? I'm going to toss this table over and walk out because that is some bullshit.
Then why did This is so crazy to me.
Well, don't you wish that you could tell Elise off a little bit then? I mean, and let her know.
No, I don't want to have anything to do with her again. That is dead to me.
Okay. All right. Well, I should probably not tell you this, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Elise is actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
What?
Yeah.
Ryan?
Wow, this is just getting better and better. This is amazing.
I am like, I don't even know what to say.
Yeah.
Well, you certainly knew what to say the other night about the Barefoot Contessa. That was pretty clear.
I have no idea that I offended you, and I'm so sorry. I can't believe that you're so worked up over this. I mean, I don't know. If you had said something to me about something that you care about a great deal, and I laughed at it and threw it back in your face, you wouldn't have been offended by that? You got to be. I mean, but I yes, she's not my favorite, but I don't. It's not like I said, I hate her. She's the worst. She should, jump off a cliff or like. I just said I prefer the show with Giada, and I like.
Oh my God, that was like a stake through my heart. It was like a stake through my heart when you said that. Whoa. You want to talk? You think Ina is fake? That is fake. I mean, that is like you open up the dictionary, the word fake, and there's a picture of Giada. That's all I know.
Shots fired over Cooking Network personalities.
She's not really Italian. She's from Long Island or something. I mean, come on. And then she does, the Italian accent when she says Italian words, and then the rest of the time she has no accent. It makes me want to puke. I'm just like, it's disgusting. That is like capital F fake.
Okay.
I don't understand. You just went silent, and then we moved on with the conversation. But we could have talked more about it if you were so upset. I just don't understand. I don't think I said anything that was so horrible. I just said,
stop saying that. Please stop saying that. I mean, I can't even. Who would say anything like that about the Barefoot Contessa?
But Ryan,
who would ever say something like that?
People disagree on things every day.
This isn't a disagreement, okay? This is about the thing that I care about the most in my life, and you just pissed all over it. You were just like, oh, what a waste of time. What a loser you are. Well, thanks a lot, lady. Thanks.
Right, don't you think that maybe it's unhealthy to like the Barefoot Contessa that much?
I don't even want to talk about this anymore. This is exhausting. Frankly, I'm surprised that this whole time we've been on the phone, Elise has not actually apologized to me.
Elise, do you want to apologize?
Well, I am very sorry that I offended you.
Do not apologize.
I'm not going to apologize for feeling the way that I feel or having a conversation and disagreeing with you. But
it wasn't a disagreement. It was a full-on attack. It was an attack.
My goodness.
And if you think it was anything less than that, then you're insane.
Oh, my gosh.
At this point, I would love to ask you guys if you will go out on a second date. We will pay for it,
right?
right?
You have got to be kidding me.
Maybe you just need some more time together to talk about your favorite cooking shows in the Barefoot Contessa and get on the same page.
Guys, I think I'm okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. I don't want to see her ever again, period.
All right.
Oh, okay.
I did not see this turn of events happening. But Ryan, thank you for your time, and I'm sorry you had to endure Elise and her hatred of the Barefoot Contessa.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
Yeah. Elise?
Wow.
Well, thanks for clearing that up for me, guys.
No problem. Hey, welcome back to single life.
Oh, man, sweetheart.
I can't wait to see what nut job I'm going to get set up with next.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Skylar?
This is her.
Hey, Skylar, how are you? This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning.
I'm good.
Nice. I should continue continue speaking to you. Have you heard of the radio show Brook and Jubal in the Morning before?
Yes, I haven't listened to it, but a friend of mine listens to that show.
Okay. Well, that's where I'm calling from, and we do a segment on our show called The Second Date. You probably don't know what that is, so I'll explain it. It's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not calling them back after, that person can email us to get you on the phone and figure out what happened. And we got an email about you from a dude named Ethan. Sorry, a scout named Ethan.
Wait, oh my God, this is a second date?
Yes, yes it is.
So your friend has told you about those?
Yes.
Well, congratulations, because you're about to be the star of one, because Ethan is wondering why you won't call him back after what he describes as a great first date.
What did he tell you about the date?
Oh my God, he told us that it was amazing.
Yeah, he told us that you guys really connected. You had a lot of Me Too conversations where it's like, I like this, me too, I like this, me too. And ended the date with he bought a Duraflame log, and then you guys had a campfire. in the middle of an alleyway. And it sounded more romantic the way that he told it. But and you guys made out and everything else. He thought it was great, but now you're not calling him back and he doesn't know why.
Yeah, I mean, the fire was a really sweet sentiment, I guess, but
Even though you couldn't eat whatever you were cooking over the fire because of the chemicals from the dirt flame log?
yeah, also, I don't know how contained that was, so.
Wait, it wasn't just like you've run out of time and you meant to call him back. Like, there's a reason you're not calling this guy back?
I don't know. After the campfire, I could tell that he really liked me, and he was really sweet. He drove me home, and right before he dropped me off, he asked if he could take me on a weekend getaway, which is also like a very romantic thing to ask, but not after we just met.
But he was going out on a limb, man. I mean, don't you want a guy to really like you at the end of a date?
Oh, yeah, of course. But if you just assume that he wanted to do that because he was just trying to hook up with me.
Oh, so you're thinking that he doesn't want to go on a weekend getaway for romance. He just wanted to take you away so he could hook up with you.
Yeah, it's not just the fact that he asked me to go on a weekend getaway. It's the timing, you know? Like, he asked me and he wants to go that fast. Like, he wants to go next weekend. And that's a red flag because how fast is he moving in other aspects? You know, does he not know how to have a relationship?
But you can't just tell him, I don't feel comfortable with that. We should go on a few more alleyway cookouts. and then maybe a weekend getaway. You just stop talking to him?
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot. And I think it just kind of threw me off guard. So I guess I should tell him that. I've just been trying to think about how to say it in a way that's not going to hurt his feelings, I guess.
Oh, well, okay. I got good news for you then, Skylar.
What's up?
You did say it because he's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
What?
Hey, how's it going, Skylar?
Yeah.
Wow.
Hi.
Oh, my God. I didn't know that he was already there. Like, I thought you guys were going to call him.
No, that's the beauty. That's the beautiful part of these. We're big liars, and he's been on the phone the whole time.
Are you embarrassed?
Yeah, I'm embarrassed.
You shouldn't be. I'm glad that you said all that stuff. It totally makes sense. I understand.
What?
But listen, I mean, like, I'm a very romantic person when something inspires me to be very romantic.
Aww.
Yeah, but Ethan, I understand that you have really strong feelings, but, like, do you usually ask people out on vacation right when you meet them? Because that's a lot. Like,
I
just want you to
don't.
be in my shoes. Like, it's a little scary to go out of town with someone you don't really know.
Yeah, I kind of see that now. I guess I was just wrapped up in the moment of being like, this is fun and silly, and what else can we do that is spontaneous like what we did tonight? And we don't even have to, like, stay in the same bed or, like, hotel when we go off and, like, go on a trip or something together. I guess I was just trying to find ways or an excuse to spend time with you.
Mm-hmm.
Again, you're asking me to go out on a vacation, and we've only been on one date, so I need you to slow your roll just a little bit.
But Skylar, if he hadn't had said that, where were you at on the date? Like, all the way up until he asked you for a weekend getaway. What was your thought about him?
I was having fun. You know, I want to take things slow, though. I want to get to know someone. You know, like, the date was great. We got to do something weird and crazy and fun, and obviously a very memorable date.
Maybe there's other weird, crazy, fun things you could do on a weekend getaway. Like super weird. You don't know.
Super weird? Not really helping, Juice.
Oh, my God.
Look, the only reason why I feel like I am jumping ahead so quickly is I just felt like we had a really awesome time, and I don't know if you feel this way, but I feel like I'm actually kind of falling for you.
Wait, you're falling for me? Stuff like that, Ethan. Like, you need to be careful about what you're saying to me this early on.
You're right. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to figure out how to say what I'm feeling inside. But I'm going to slow my roll. I can practice slowing my roll.
Yeah. If you just marry him, Skylar, he'll slow his roll a little bit. You know? Hey, Skylar, would you like to go out with Ethan on a second date? We'll pay for it. Just a regular date.
Yes.
So just to clarify, we're not talking about a vacation anywhere or like a couple's massage or anything, right? This is like a very normal date.
That's what I'm thinking. Ethan, is that what you're thinking?
Yeah. Absolutely, totally normal. And if you want to go to Dubai for the weekend as well, we can do that.
Dubai.
I'm joking.
Okay. I don't know if you are. That's the scary part.
Yeah.
Okay, so Skylar, what do you say?
Yes, I will go on a second date,
Yay!
but I really want to take it slow and just get to know each other.
Okay.
Ethan, that means dinner.
All right.
Just dinner.
And we'll talk slow. I'll speak really slowly, too.
Everything slow.
Slow.
Okay.
All right. Well, congratulations, Ethan. You got your second date.
Awesome.
And Skylar, you're sure you want to go out with Ethan again?
I do.
Oh, don't say those words to Ethan.
I mean, I will.
Okay, there you go. That's better.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Rebecca, please?
this is she.
Hey, Rebecca, how are you? This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning.
I'm sorry, who is this?
Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning. It's a morning radio program.
Okay.
Okay. We play a lot of like crappy music and then sometimes talk in between that music.
All right.
Well, not all the music's crappy. Some music's decent, some's crappy. It's
I
just
don't
like
think that
music,
she
you know.
needs
It's
that.
like all kinds. I mean, we play music and we talk sometimes. That's basically what happens.
Is this really a radio show?
Yes, it is.
It's quality, isn't it? It makes you want to listen.
I'm calling you because one of our listeners recently emailed us about you.
What?
Yeah, his name is Jim. He emailed us and wanted us to get a hold of you because you guys went out on a date and now you're not calling him back. And Jim is very curious if you did something wrong.
He really contacted you about our date?
Yeah, he said he liked you a lot and was hoping to go out with you again. We talked to him about your date, and he said that you guys met on Tinder and then went to the park and hung out for a little while. And then at a certain point, you were just like, well, he told us that he offered to sketch you. And he thinks that might have creeped you out, but he meant it in the most innocent way possible.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. He already did sketch me.
What?
What?
What do you mean?
I mean, he had several pictures, and they were all in, like, different scenarios, but it was me. Like, the girl was me.
Are you sure it was you, or are you just, like, reading into it?
Oh, my God.
No, seriously. I mean, he had a headshot of just a girl, definitely me. There was a girl riding a bike, a girl crying.
Crying?
And, oh, the creepiest one, there was a girl at a dinner table with a guy, and I was the girl, and he was the guy.
Wow. And that's the creepiest one. I would think the crying one would be even creepier.
He never said that it was me, but, I mean, it looked exactly like me.
Did you ask him? I mean, did you confront him?
No, you don't confront someone like that.
Yeah, no. I would have done the same thing. I would have just been like, all right, well, look at that.
Look at the time.
Seeing time flies, huh? And I would have been out of there, too. Are you sure that it was you? Like, no question in your mind.
No question, yeah. It was definitely me.
Is there any, like, distinguishable feature that you have?
Yeah, I have freckles, and he drew the freckles on the girl's face and everything. It is creepy.
I thought it was really creepy him asking to sketch you in the first place. And then actually showing you pictures that look like you is way worse.
Oh, come on, give this guy a break. Like, obviously he's nervous and he didn't go about it the right way, but he's probably just trying to impress you.
Oh, Brooke, shut
In a
up.
park?
With sketches of me?
He sounded well-intentioned.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole thing was just way too creepy for me, and I couldn't handle it.
That's understandable.
Brooke, you
know
would
what
be the
else is
first
creepy,
one to be murdered.
Rebecca? Jim is actually on the phone listening to this conversation and wants to talk to you right now.
What?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry that you thought that was creepy.
Oh, this just
I'm
isn't
so
normal.
sorry.
This is not normal.
Those are not sketches of you. I'm so sorry.
What do you mean they weren't me? They looked exactly like me.
I mean, a lot of those I drew before I even knew you, or like met you or saw you or anything. I mean, if there's a resemblance, it's totally a coincidence. I swear.
The freckles? What about the freckles?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe like I think freckles are cute, and I was drawing a girl with freckles, and then I saw you, and you maybe like you looked like something I had in my head already or whatever. But
Jim, are you sure you didn't sketch pictures of her before meeting her?
Yeah, be honest.
no, definitely not. I mean, you know, like you see images, and like if I had seen her face, maybe that worked its way into a drawing or whatever. But I swear, I was not sitting at home like full Silence of the Lambs, like sketching from your Tinder picture. Like I swear to you.
Come on, give him like the benefit of the doubt here. I think he sounds like a nice guy, and obviously he'd be attracted to you if he was drawing women who kind of looked like you before he even met you.
No.
I don't think I think the same way. This is just too much of a coincidence that we're on our first date and he shows me pictures and the girl looks just like me.
Listen, Rebecca, I'm really sorry. Now I feel horrible that you thought that I was some kind of like sketchy, sorry, pun intended, like this guy that was drawing you. I swear that is not what was going on. And I know the radio show thing is a little weird and the whole thing is really weird, but I had a great time with you and I think you're really cool and I would love to just like reset and like hang out somewhere of your choosing. We can do something. No sketchbooks, like just hang out. I'm really sorry about this whole thing. It's so weird. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I just can't get rid of the image of me looking at myself crying in the picture. I mean, what was I even crying about?
It wasn't you. It's just it's an image. There's no like story or context. It's just a random person. It's just like a circumstance. There's no story behind it.
Hey, Rebecca, would you like to go out with Jim again? We will pay for a second date.
Don't give him a second chance.
I don't think so. I'm sure he's busy drawing other girls on Tinder.
Are you sure? Is there any way that he could prove to you that these drawings aren't of you? Maybe you want to see him again? Like you guys can go out to a restaurant. He can show you the pictures again. You can look at them and maybe dissect them a little more. Maybe it was just in the moment.
So you want me to schedule another date with some random guy that drew pictures of me ahead of time? That's what you want me to do right now?
Yeah, you know what, Rebecca, you're right. Never mind. Forget I asked.
Put it that way.
Jim,
Poor Jim.
Jim, I'm sorry you did not get a successful second date.
I knew I should have left the sketchbook at home. It's just like,
Maybe in the future do that. Leave the sketchbook at home.
There will be a woman out there that appreciates your talents, Jim. I'm sure there will be.
Thank you for saying that.
And you're probably drawing her right now.
It's brutal. You guys are brutal.
Hello.
Hi, may I speak to Danielle, please?
This is her. May I ask who's calling?
Yeah, how you doing, Danielle? This is Jubal from the radio show Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Okay, from where?
Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show.
Okay. How can I help you?
Well, it's a good question. Well, we do a segment on our show called The Second Date. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not calling them back after, they can email us to get you on the phone and find out what happened. And we got an email about you from a dude named John.
Okay.
Yeah. So John emailed us because he told us a little bit about your date and also said that you aren't calling him back or responding to any of his text messages. He's wondering why.
I'm not sure why he's wondering why.
Is it obvious?
Yeah, I mean, he told us about it, and he said that he did some things on the date that he thinks might have ruined it. But I want to hear it from your side first. Like, describe the date with John.
Sure, like it was fun at first, but he's just like way too extreme for me.
What do you mean by that?
At one point he like leaned over and like whispered in my ear that like I was wild.
Yeah.
It was weird.
He told us that too.
I can't believe you didn't walk out right there.
Honestly, I just kind of wanted to see where it was going to go because I figured my friends wouldn't put me in like danger, but then the date continued and I realized
danger.
Yeah, no, really. We sit at the table before real conversation even starts. Our drinks are brought to us. He shotgunned a Red Bull.
What? Shotgun a Red Bull?
Yeah, just a Red Bull.
What is he?
A nice mellow date you're on.
Shotgunned it?
Yeah, I just like didn't understand. And then he was like, woo, and started playing the knife game, you know, like where you take a knife and spread your fingers on a table and like try not to hit your fingers. And he wanted me to join. And
He did you say he wanted you to play the knife game too?
He also wanted me to play the knife game, like a fun like competition date thing. It was weird.
Wow.
It's like you're on a date with some cracked out frat boy, is what it sounds like.
Yeah, and like every time I said no to doing these ridiculous things, he made me sound like I wasn't fun. And then like conversation would be going fine, and he would just be like, "Yeah, you want to get wild?" It was just too much.
I would assume he's on drugs. Like if I was out with him, I'm like, this guy is on something.
Maybe like he forgot to take his drugs.
Okay, well that
maybe
could
he
be the
needed
case
meds.
too. Good
All right.
point. Very good point.
And in his defense, when he was talking to us, he said that your friends told him that you like to get wild.
Yeah.
I don't think that's really an excuse. It's kind of odd, his behavior.
I dance on a bar every now and then. I've gone skydiving once, but I'm not gonna like play with a knife.
Yeah.
And then the worst part is at the end of the night, he thought it'd be cute to like shove a cheese stick down my face.
Yeah.
I started gagging. It was awful.
He mentioned that too. So you're not into having somebody gag you with cheese sticks on a first date?
You know, not really my thing.
Okay, yeah, you're one of the rare breed then, because that seems like a pretty normal thing to me, you know?
That's not even the wild part.
I mean, was there anything good about this date at all, Danielle? Because it sounds horrible.
Honestly, it's just a funny story that I'll laugh about later. Not yet.
You just need a little more time.
Still
yeah.
working on it. Well,
a little
not-
more space.
Not to bring up old wounds, but guess what, Danielle? John is actually on the phone and wants to talk to you.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is. You know, he's a wild man. You never know what to expect from him. And unless he hung up, he's still on the phone. John, are you there?
Yeah.
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
Man.
Danielle, I got to be honest with you. The only reason I did any of those things was because your friends told me you were crazy. Like, you like to get wild.
No, but see, like, I'm not stupid. Like, I do fun things. That was just weird.
I don't know what I was thinking. Like, the knife thing, like, terrified me. I practiced that at home in my apartment with a straw for, like, 3 hours.
Were you actually you were practicing the knife thing in preparation for your date, or just in general you were practicing?
In preparation for the date.
So wait, it was a planned event on the date? You trying to stab yourself?
It seemed like a good idea at the time. I don't know. I'm an idiot. I don't know what I was thinking.
Like, it wasn't fun or exciting. It was actually scary and terrifying. I was concerned, and so were all the people sitting around us.
I mean, I practiced a lot. I had it super dialed, but I understand.
It didn't look like
Scary
it,
for
not gonna lie.
The point is, I just was like that because I heard you were. I thought I would impress you. I mean, elevators scare me. Don't get me started on planes. I don't even like to go over the speed limit. I don't like big dogs. Even medium ones kind of scare me.
Okay. Wow, you're saying a lot.
John, why weren't you just yourself on the date? I'm sure that would have worked a lot better. Yes.
Because her friends told me she was wild, and if you think that this girl's going to be super wild, you got to step it up. Otherwise, she might get bored. I don't know. That's just how guys think.
Okay, so, like, none of that was really you. So I didn't get to see, like, you at all on the date.
No, not really.
You got to see his wild side.
Pretty crazy, huh?
Danielle, look, I promise I'm a totally normal, boring, everyday guy. I like playing Settlers of Catan and Netflixing all day, and yeah.
What's Settlers of Catan?
It's a really awesome game. You play it with your friends, and yeah, I think you would really, really like it. You develop little like colonies, and it's great. Yeah, we should. It's awesome.
Did you say ew, Danielle? Or oh?
Yeah.
Oh.
I definitely said ew.
You're not into Settlers of Catan either, huh?
That doesn't sound like too much fun.
Danielle, the point is I promise I'm not the crazy person that I acted like on the date. I'm totally normal, and I really like you, and we never have to play Settlers of Catan together. Maybe that's just my thing. That's totally cool, but I would love to go on a second date with you.
Where do you think, Danielle? Would you go on a second date with John? We'll pay for it.
I mean, can we go somewhere that doesn't have knives?
Absolutely. Sushi, chopsticks. Yeah, totally.
Okay. So now there are no knives involved, no weird board games, and no cheese sticks for sure.
Thank God.
This does
Yeah,
sound
don't shove a sushi roll down her throat if she says yes, John.
Please
I promise.
Will you do it, Danielle? Give John, like the real John, another shot.
I mean, why not? It couldn't be any worse than the wild John.
I feel like those are famous last
All
words.
right. Well, congratulations, John. You got a second date.
Hilarious.
Thank you so much, you guys. Danielle, you won't regret it, I promise.
Don't make promises you can't keep, John.
Hello.
Can I speak to Denise, please?
This is she.
Hey, Denise, how are you? This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning.
Okay.
What's going on? I'm calling you because we recently got an email about you from somebody who listens to our show.
I'm sorry. What's going on here? I don't understand.
It's a segment that we do on the show called Second Date or Ditch.
Okay.
John asked us to give you a call and find out what went wrong on your date, because I guess he's tried to get a hold of you a few times and you won't call him back.
Okay.
I'll tell you what John told us, because we talked to him, and he says he thinks that you're not calling him back because of a moment at the end of your date when he complained about the bill, and like the manager had to come over, and he says he felt really stupid after that point.
Oh, no, he lost me before that.
Whoa.
What did he do before that?
I mean, God, I don't know if I want to talk about this.
Was it where he asked if you wanted to go back to his place and you said no?
He told you a lot about our date, apparently.
He did. He told us all about it because he's really curious what he did wrong and why you don't want to go out with him again.
I wouldn't blame you if you didn't want to go out with him. I'd feel like an hour into the date and he's asking to go back to his apartment. It sounds like a booty call almost.
I mean, I didn't even want to be there after the first 15 seconds of talking to him.
What?
You didn't like him that?
Whoa!
Like that soon into the date?
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense to me because you hung out with him for an hour or so still and had drinks with the guy. If you didn't want to be there at all, why didn't you leave earlier?
I don't know. I guess I felt kind of stuck. Like I needed to keep going through with it.
So you were looking forward to it, and then 15 seconds into the date, he turned you off.
Yeah.
So what happened?
So I walked into the restaurant, and I had butterflies because I was excited to see him again. And he was already there. He had a table for us, and he had pulled out the chair for me. He told me I looked beautiful. He kissed me on the cheek.
Oh,
What
that
a
monster.
jerk, I
Oh, my gosh.
Jeez.
Oh, wait. So we sit down, and I asked him, I was like, hey, how's it going? How have you been? And he answered, oh, God. He says, this is going to sound bad, but I forgot your name.
Oh, that's the worst. What are you doing?
How did he not know your name?
I mean, I don't know. We talked for like an hour, and I laughed. I thought he was kidding.
Yeah.
But he wasn't joking?
No, he says, no, I'm serious. And he said, look how I saved you in my phone. And he showed me his phone. And he had saved me in his phone as hot girl from the club.
I have done that before, too.
I currently do that.
Yeah, and you'll be like texting with somebody like, I have no idea what her name is. I hope she says it at some point.
I mean, I don't know any girl that wants to be known as the hot girl from the club.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that bad of an I mean.
Yeah, but if the guy's sitting down with you on a date and then has to go, hey, I know we've been talking back and forth, planning this whole date, but I don't know your name at all.
It means he doesn't care about your name.
Yeah.
Was wasted.
So what did you say to him after you found out he didn't know your name?
I don't know. I kind of felt a little, like, caught off guard. It's like, oh, okay, cool. Well, I'm Denise. I didn't know how to respond. I wanted to be mad.
Were you just, like, disappointed because you really had this crush on this guy and then he didn't even have enough energy to put into knowing your name?
Yeah, I was really looking forward to this date, and then that's how it starts. And from then on, I was like, oh, well, I guess I'll just order a bunch of drinks and have him pay for it.
Smart girl.
Yeah, it's a good way to do it.
She didn't care about the bill.
Can you put the tab under Denise, please? Name Denise in all caps. Wouldn't you like to just tell him, though, like, hey, this is why I didn't call you back was because you didn't know my name. Maybe in the future you should know somebody's name before you got with them?
I mean, I just figured maybe that's something he should know, but...
The good thing is he knows it now because he's actually on the other line listening.
What?
Yeah.
Denise, I couldn't hear you at the club. It was really loud. That's why I didn't. I'm so sorry. I swear I just couldn't hear you that night, and I was too embarrassed to ask you that night what your name was, and I should have just asked then.
Yeah. When you put me in your phone, ask me my name and put it in your phone.
It is a very good point.
Yeah, you have to do that.
You don't go an entire week and then think it's funny to show me that you've given me the nickname Hot Girl from the club.
Well, I was just trying to be honest and tell you I thought it was kind of funny. I thought you'd take it as a compliment. I put you in as Hot Girl.
I am more than just a freaking hot girl.
What did you want, though, Denise? He's not going to put in very smart, intellectual woman.
He's got to get to know you first.
I mean, it's not like it didn't come up in conversation when we were at the club. We told each other our names. And I mean, I am more than just a person with a body. I don't want to. It means something about him that's all he's thinking about. That he couldn't remember my name from the conversation, but all that he remembered was what my body looked like.
Okay, okay.
I gotta take a pause, and I will be back.